Hey guys, it's me, Sarah. So it has been a very, very long time since you all have seen me. I've been very busy, but not that it's an excuse. I'm just saying. I know I've been away for like a month, maybe a little longer. I haven't made a video at least at all in October, not at all. So it's been kind of a good little bit of time since I've seen you guys. So thanks for sticking around, and even the new subscribers that I've been getting, thanks for subscribing. So hopefully there'll be some more videos to come soon. Well, I'm not really sure where to start off first, where I'm gonna go with this video or what I've been doing lately. So I guess I'll just talk to you guys a little bit about what this video is going to be about. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I've acquired during the last month or two. So I know that that's not like the funnest video, a pickups video, but it's what I've got to make. So I've got a lot of stuff to show you guys, and garage sale season is kind of over, so I can't really make any garage sale videos because it's cold outside. I live in Ohio, so pretty soon it's probably going to start to snow, most likely. I don't know. It's just cold and gross outside, so that it is what it is. One of the reasons why I really haven't been online much lately is because I have a lot of interests and I do a lot of things, different things. I like to go to the gym a lot, like every other day at least, so that burns up a lot of time for me. I also like to read, just like novels. So I do that a lot, and I like to read comic books, I do a lot of different things with my time. I also have a sister who got back into town like a month ago, so I have been spending a lot of time with her as well. And I have a boyfriend who I spend most of my free time with. We went to a concert for Halloween, which was really fun. So I stay pretty busy, but I haven't forgotten about you guys. I just have gotten a little busy with other things lately, but I am still here. So one of the things that I've gotten recently is actually an Atari. So I don't know if you guys can see this very well. It's very, very heavy, but it is actually a boxed Atari XE. I got it for $15 at a garage sale, so I figured I'd pick it up. This was something I got a long time ago at a garage sale. I have not been to a garage sale in at least a month, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. Obviously, I'm kind of young, so I wasn't really around for the Atari age, so it doesn't hold any special nostalgia or anything special for me, It comes with a few games in here. I think it's got like Pac-Man and some other stuff, but again, I'm not really an Atari person, so I guess I'm probably gonna have to get rid of it. I don't know, if anybody knows anybody who lives in the Northwest Ohio area and might be interested, feel free to let me know, because I don't know what to do with it. Another boxed system that I've got recently is a Sega Genesis. Oddly enough, I haven't had a Sega. So, I've had a Sega before when I was a little girl, but I haven't had a Sega in, at least probably 10 years. So when I found this on eBay, it was very cheap. I think it was like $15 or something like that for a Sega in a box. It came with a game, which I will show you guys. It came with this game, Miss Pac-Man, which is pretty fun. It's just Pac-Man, but with the girl Pac-Man, but it's still a fun game. It's classic, so that's one of the other things that I've gotten recently. My very favorite system that I've gotten recently, which I'm really excited about, is actually this old Super Nintendo, and it's really cool because it's the Zelda style one. So I am like really, really excited about this. This is really, really cool. It's like a very, very good condition Super Nintendo. The box is not perfect. It does have a little bit of the paper on the front missing, but it also comes with a Zelda game. So the coolest thing about this, honestly, is the papers that it comes with, because it has all of the original Super Nintendo papers, an original Super Nintendo instruction manual. And now here's the best part. I also got Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Top Secrets, which I haven't opened. It's sealed. This is actually a very nice, high-quality map for the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past game. It comes with the Super Nintendo game if you can find a complete copy. But this thing, I mean, is in perfect condition. This guy took really good care of his stuff. He turned out to be kind of a weird guy, but nice. Just kind of weird. But really, really a nice map for Legend of Zelda. So I'm really happy that I got this. It also, of course, comes with the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past instruction manual. Really, really, really nice instruction manual, to be honest with you. Full color, really pretty in some of the pages. A lot of words, which I like. I mean, I just feel like they spent a lot more time on instruction manuals back in the day. And these just, I mean, look at this. It's got nice pictures. It looks really nice. This is my favorite part of getting this system together like this. Okay, moving on. I guess I'll start showing you guys maybe some of the games I've gotten recently. Or maybe I'll show you guys these little toys. This is really cool. So, I was at, I think it was either at Walmart or Meijer, and I can't remember which one. And for those of you who don't live up in the north kind of area, what Meijer is it's just like Walmart, only it's a different store. But I was either at Walmart or Meijer, and I saw this display box on a shelf. And it's for Zelda Phantom Hourglass, and I really fell in love with the box. I like to collect things like this. It's got some really nice art of the characters on the side of the box, on the back, on this side, and they're just collectible toys. So, of course, when I found this, it was open. A whole bunch of these little eggs inside here. And they have a little paper band around them. And it's supposed to be kind of like a trading card or a trading object. You just buy one and it's supposed to be random. I actually asked one of the employees if I could have the box. So he had to go ask a manager, and the manager said no. So I was really upset and really disappointed. So the guy, when he found that out, the employee just stood there and he was just like, oh... You know, he was really upset about it seemed like. Like, he really wanted to make me happy and find out a way to give me this box. So he called the boss of his boss, and she granted me permission to have the box. I even promised I would buy a couple of the eggs inside. But I did kind of cheat because there are some little holes inside this plastic egg. So what I did was I kind of like spied through it, you know, and if I saw a bunch of green, then I knew it was a Link toy because he's the only character who has green. And I also managed to find a Tetra. So I did get 2 of the figures along with the display box. And the ones that I got are really cool, really cute. And it's actually got a lot of really nice detail. I really like these a lot. I got what I consider to be the 2 best characters from the game. As you guys know, I did recently get a Sega Saturn. Somebody online was nice enough to offer a trade to me. Their name is Jay, so hi Jay if you're watching. Thank you very much for Panzer Dragoon. Unfortunately, I have not played this yet. I did very recently get the correct cord to play my Sega Saturn, but I still haven't fired it up yet because I've been playing another game. And I've been really focused in on it, so I haven't played much of anything else at all. And I'm really happy about it, so thank you again, Jay. That's really awesome of you for trading me, so I appreciate it. And then I've got, this is my favorite new one. Well, not my favorite new one, but one of my favorite new ones. It's Magic Knight Rayearth, and my boyfriend bought this for me. It came from eBay, but it does come with the stickers inside and the registration card and blah, 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 and all of that. And it's in, like, pretty excellent condition, so I'm happy with it. I played it for, I mean, I shouldn't probably even say I played it. I did what I like to call previewing it, and I played it for probably like 5 or 10 minutes, and I just to make sure it worked, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I'm very excited about playing this one. Like I said, I've just got a lot of stuff to get to, so another game that I recently got that I'm pretty excited about is the Arc the Lad collection. I have never played these games before. I'm a big fan of working designs. I absolutely love the Lunar games. For those of you who've seen other of my videos, I pretty much hail the Lunar games as being a masterpiece, or masterpieces if you want to consider them separately. So they are what I consider to be the epitome of RPGs. So hopefully these games, the Arc the Lad games, at least a couple of them, will be even close to as good as those ones. I've heard good things about these games. There's supposed to be 4 games in here, I think. Here's a couple things that I got at Savers, and a Beauty and the Beast game on the Sega. I played it for a couple minutes and it was kind of hard, so I turned it off, and maybe I'll give it another shot later. Metropolis Mania. I have never played this game before. I have never even heard of this game before. It is done by Natsume, at least published by them. I don't know if they developed it or not, but it has the Natsume logo on it, so I bought it. I also got this at Savers. It is a Final Fantasy XII guide. Here's something I got from Craigslist from the same guy who sold me the Super Nintendo with the Zelda in it. It's a Game Genie. He sold me this because he was just trying to sell all the stuff that he had, and he started showing all this random stuff in his house, and it was kind of weird. He tried to sell us all kinds of things, like baseball cards and all kinds of weird stuff. I actually don't even have a Game Boy anymore at all, in any capacity, so not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I've got one. The guy also sold me a couple Game Boy games. I got DuckTales for the GB, and also Adventure Island 2. So I have never played these Game Boy games. I don't have a Game Boy. I do have a modification on my GameCube to where I can play Game Boy games on there, but somehow the feeling just doesn't feel the same playing it on a screen. So I need to get a Game Boy. I've decided that. Do Game Boy Colors play Game Boy games? I'm not really sure, but if they do, I think I would opt for a Game Boy Color. Another Game Boy game that I got, but I actually found it at a furniture store. A used furniture store had a bunch of other weird stuff in their back room, and they had like a bucket of games. And in the bucket, I found this game, which is Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, Kobe's Journey. I have wanted this game for a little while, and it was only, I think, $5, which sounds like kind of a lot for a used Game Boy game, but I think this game is worth like at least $10, maybe $15. I guess I'll show you guys my PS3 games next. I did get the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus collection. I know I was waffling between getting it or not, and then actually Pete Dorr sent me a message recommending that I buy this, and he also recommended something else really cool that I have got to buy. I'm dying to buy the Sailor Moon game that he recommended to me, because I did not know that they actually modified, somebody out there modified that game to where it has English as the language instead of Japanese, and it's the Sailor Moon RPG, and I am just floored by this. I really want it, but it's kind of expensive. Christmas is coming up soon, and I just don't know if I'm going to be able to afford that much right now. Money's kind of tight, but I did go out and buy this. I had to. Pete Dorr recommended it, so, you know, gotta give it a try. Unfortunately, I have not been able to play any of my new PS3 stuff at all lately because I don't have my own PS3. Yeah, surprise! I bet you guys didn't know that. I do not have my own PS3. I actually play the PS3 at my boyfriend's. Usually when we spend time together, you know, we're watching Netflix or doing something else, so I don't necessarily always get a lot of PS3 time. I do have keys to his place, so I guess I could go over there during the day if I wanted to while he's at work and, like, play the PS3, but I don't know. I think I would feel better if I had my own, and I'd be able to log a lot more hours because I like to play late at night in my bed, all curled up in blankets. So, you know, maybe for Christmas, maybe I'll get a PS3, kind of, crossing the fingers, so we'll see what happens, but, yeah. Speaking of my PS3 stuff, I'll show you guys some more stuff that I've gotten recently that I haven't been able to play, but I was still glad that I got it anyways. I did get Atelier Totori. I did mention that I was going to get this game for sure. I did get it. I haven't played it yet. It comes with a soundtrack CD inside of here that's really nice. With the Atelier Totori game, I did get a really nice poster. And the other side looks like this. And the last PS3 game I have to show is one that I'm most excited about, of Disgaea 4. I got the soundtrack CD with it, which was a little harder to find than you would think. You get an art book with it, and also you get a little figure of this character here, so pretty cute. My boyfriend did buy me the extra special edition, so I ended up with the box of figures with it as well. This is really cool. It's just an entire box of trading figures. So when you take these out, you know, it has a box. There's different figures that you can get in the package, and this is a complete set of every figure that you can get. So I won't open these all up and show you guys all of them, but I do have the pretty one set up, and he's been hanging out on my bookshelf, and they're really cool. They're really nice quality. My favorite part about these figures is that they are magnetized. This is a magnet, and they just magnetize right onto that. This one's a little heavy, but you can see it stays, so it's pretty cool. I really like these a lot. If you're interested in seeing all the other figures, maybe I'll make another video showing them, but I think there's other videos out there that show the figures, maybe not. I did take all of the figures out of their boxes and put them all together and look at them, because I like to open my stuff. I got Persona 2 Innocent Sin. I have not played this yet because I'm still smack dab in the middle of playing Persona 1. I got Yoshi's Island DS, which I wasn't sure if I should keep this or not. Dragon Quest Monsters 2. I don't have this game. I've never played a Dragon Quest Monsters game before. I did just get that one on the Game Boy, but other than that, I've never really played one before at all. So it's really cute and fun. I played this for probably like 20 minutes, and it seems like a really cool game. Sola to Robo, which I said that I was going to get. I did buy it because I want to support the companies like XC. I haven't played this yet, but it does come with a soundtrack CD. But the best part is the soundtrack CD actually comes in a really nice jewel case. It does not come in a cheap cardboard sleeve like a lot of the other DS games that have soundtracks. It actually has a really nice, legitimate jewel case and the track list on the back and everything. It's really nice quality. I have not played this game yet, but I needed to buy it when it came out. I just need more time in my life than what I have. I think everybody feels that way, probably, right? I was missing the Harvest Moon Boy and Girl. I did pick it up from GameStop for like $14. It's got all its pieces. It smelled a little bit like cigarette smoke when I got it, but I aired it out and it doesn't smell at all anymore, so that's a plus. Sometimes you can get the smell out and sometimes you can't. So I'm usually very picky. I usually smell my things before I buy them, and I'm sure people think I'm a psycho, but I don't care. So, yeah, Harvest Moon Boy and Girl. Final Fantasy Tactics. I had been meaning to get this one for my PSP collection because it's a great game, so I really needed to get this. I did get it. Has all its pieces, of course, and looks great. So I'll be really excited to play this one. Spectral Souls. I don't really know that much about this game. It is a NIS game. I played it for a few minutes. It's really slow. Like, the loading times for everything is kind of annoying, but the game seems like it would be fun if it didn't have that problem. Yggdra Union. This was another game that Pete Dorr recommended to me, and so I went out and I got it, and it is awesome. It is an amazing and awesome game. So I'm kind of curious if the one on the GBA is the same game, or if they're different, or if this is just modified a little bit for the PSP. I'm not really sure, but this game is awesome. So if you don't have Yggdra Union and you like strategy type games, I would recommend it as well. This is another game that might have to go back. I bought it because it was kind of cheaper, and I don't have any Tomb Raider games at my place. So I kind of like the Tomb Raider games. I don't have any of them, so I figured getting a collection of the games would probably be, you know, a good way to go. So, I don't know. If anybody's played this, can you let me know how it is? Because I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not yet. It might have to go back. Dragoneer's Aria. This is another weird kind of NIS game that I hadn't heard of, and my boyfriend found it for me and thought I might like it, so he bought it for me, and it's kind of interesting. It's fun, but I haven't played it enough yet to really give it a full-on recommendation or denial, so I'll just say that it's interesting, and I need to play more of it. I mostly just wanted to show you guys what I've been getting lately, and I think that that's everything that I've gotten recently. I think I succeeded in showing you guys the full spectrum of stuff. The game that I have been playing recently that's been keeping me away from other stuff, newer stuff, is actually Paper Mario. And this game is just really fun. It's an oldie but a goodie, so it's got a decent length to it. And there's a lot to do in this game, surprisingly. So if you've never played the original Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64 and you have a Nintendo 64, or if you have a Wii, I know that you can download this on the Wii. I think it's $10 and it's totally worth it. So if you are interested in Mario RPGs, this is a really good one to play. It is just really fun. I really like the fact that there's a lot of little mini things you can do. There's like a grouchy old Koopa who you do favors for, and he's always asking you to do these really weird, obscure things, and sometimes they just make me laugh. Like one time he wanted to get Luigi's autograph, and it's just kind of funny and comical. These games always are kind of funny, and it's just got a really good mechanic, and I like the games a lot. They're cool, they're fun, they're entertaining, they're very colorful, which I love. I love colorful games, so I've been playing the heck out of this recently. So that's what I've been up to, and those are the things that I've gotten recently. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, so thanks a lot. Bye.